Hi everybody, all my followers, be welcome to another video. So, the video today, as you can see, is on a Mini. I believe this is the Mini one. Not sure which engine is on this car. To be honest, not really important anyway. Because the issue with this car is the following. Or at least one of the issues is the following. So when I start the engine, let me actually start the engine. So I'm gonna have to move the car a little bit. So that's my issue. Hold on. Obviously that issue as well, but I'm used to that one. No, that's the issue. We have a airbag light on, and obviously airbag light on there as well. So yeah, so that's basically the issue, is the airbag light on. So no really other way of doing this. Let's gonna scan it and see what we have. Okay, and this is actually the Cooper engine is the N12, and obviously the chassis is the R56. That's gonna go straight. I'm not gonna do an auto scan or anything like that. We're just gonna go straight to our airbag module to see what we have in there. Oh dear. Okay, so communication fault of passenger seat occupancy detector. Okay, a little bit of glare, I do apologize, but as you can see, 93C1. So this is going to be either a communication fault, obviously, with the mat on this seat, or it's going to be a faulty mat, let's say, a faulty seat sensor. Okay, how are we gonna do this? I think it's a seat out, or at least start to make some measurements. So yeah, I'm gonna have to move the car a little bit, try to figure out what the problem is, and see what the owner wants to do. Some of you are already thinking about the bypasses, about, yes, if that's what you want, we might go that route. But we need to wait, figure out exactly what's going on, and then go from there. Okay, so I'm ready to make a few measurements, or to take a few measurements, but before that we are going to quick identify exactly what we have here. It looks like it's a lot of wires, but nothing too rocket science. So first of all, we have this little module here. This is for the heated seats, and you have, if I'm not mistaken, 1, 2, 3, 4 wires that comes into the actually harness of the car. 2 thick wires is going to be power and grounds, and then the other ones are going to be obviously signals and to turn on and off the heated seats. So that's this sort of cable here. Then we have this yellow one. This yellow one is going to be my side airbag. I know that it comes on this side of the seat. Obviously where the side airbag is going to be. It is yellow, and second, I can guarantee it's going to come on this side of the plug. So I'm pretty sure when we unplug this, we're going to see that the plug has a mechanism to short these pins over here. And there's another one straight after, yes there is, which is going to be my pretensioner, which is going to be this one here. So to the pretensioner and seat belt buckle, there's 2 cables going, which is these 2 here. So the one is going to be for my seat belt buckle, the other one for the pretensioner. So these 3 wires, these 4 cables are identified. So we are left with this one, which is going to be my mat sensor. Plus is the only cable, the only harness that has 3 wires: power, ground, and signal. And it comes to this plug here. Let's pull it like this. There is. I don't know if it comes on camera. Just about. So there is. So this is my seat sensor. So the first thing we're gonna do, let me just move the phone so I can grab the probes. So the first thing we're gonna do is check power and grounds to the sensor. Ideally we would then check the signal back to the ECU. But we'd have to start to dismantle the ECU. I don't think we need to go that far. because if we have power and grounds, most likely our sensor is faulty. So let's gonna turn the ignition on. Yes, ignition is on. So actually I'm gonna load test the circuit. Let me see if I have my test light. Sorry about that, guys. So let's load test the circuit. So let's gonna put my test light to negative. Let me test the test light. Yeah, it's working. So let's check my positive, which is gonna be probably my red wire or middle wire. There we go. Does it come on camera? No, it doesn't. There we go. Can you see? I don't know if you can see it, guys. I'm sorry. Yes, you can. So that's my 12 volts. Let's gonna move the probe, the test light to positive, and let's gonna look for my ground, which is gonna be not on the car loom, on this. So on the car loom is the middle pin, the yellow and white, or white and yellow, and my ground is gonna be the brown and yellow, or purple and yellow, which is my brown in there. I have ground. Yes, I do have ground. Okay, so I have power and ground. So I have a feeling that this is going to be a faulty mat. So I'm gonna have to ring the guy, see what he wants to do. Yeah, the bypass route is always a way to do things, but as we know, if we do that, that means this airbag will deploy regardless. Sorry about that, guys. That means this airbag will deploy regardless of someone on the seat or not. That's the only downside. But if the guy is happy with that, then I guess we'll do it. So yeah. Let me see how we're gonna play this one out. See what the guy wants to do. And just before that, let me open this just to show you. I should have turned the ignition off, but there we go. As you can see in there, there is the mechanism that shorts the airbag pins on the right hand side. So we know that these two are my airbags. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, order for this afternoon, no problem. Yeah, so around 4 o'clock, yeah? Okay. Okay, no problem. I'll pop in then and I'll pick you up. Thank you, bye. Bye. Okay, a new mat just ordered from BMW. So I've been for some time, so you have seen in the past what I've done, bypassing all this stuff. I think yeah, people always want things as cheap as possible, and I've done it in the past where I bypassed as well to show you that it's possible, etc. But I've been more and more trying to educate people to repair things properly, especially when it comes to safety systems. Bypassing this, it wouldn't be much of an issue. The only thing is that the airbag would always deploy on the passenger side regardless of someone in there or not. Let's face it, you have millions of cars on the road that work that way. They don't have any sensors. The passenger airbag, in case of an accident, will deploy regardless. So bypassing that sensor, that's the only thing we would do. There is possibly circumstances where you want that airbag not to deploy. But yeah, it's one of those things, guys. Anyway, I've been more and more trying to educate people to repair things properly. This was one of those cases. I could get a used sensor for about 30-40 quid, but let's face it, it's used. You don't know exactly how long it's gonna last. BMW 140, I think. Genuine BMW or mini stuff, so you can't really go wrong. So right now the seat is removed. I have the seat on the floor in there on the cardboard, so the sensor is going to be here for this afternoon after 3 o'clock or 3:30. So I'm planning to pick it up at 4. Yes, 4 o'clock is going to be dark. I'm not going to be able to finish this today, but hopefully I'll get it done for tomorrow. But what I'm going to do is going to dismantle the seat and get access to the old mat and get everything ready to have the new one installed. So that's what we're going to do, and that's it really. And here we have the leather removed, and here is my mat. So this whole thing to here to here, this is the module at the back. If I show you, there it is. So this is the module that goes down to my plug underneath, and we're gonna have to lift all these up just like this. There we go. So these actually, hold on, this is my heated seat. That's what it is. Sorry about that. We'll glue all this together again. This is my mat that goes on the underside of the heated seat. Let me pull it a little bit more. I'm not gonna need to. There it is, all done. There it is. So this is my sensor. This is the one we need to replace. So we're gonna pull it out. Well, actually, I'm not gonna pull it out just yet. We're gonna wait until I have my replacement, and then this is the heated seat. Okay, this it goes in there. Yeah, okay, that's it. I don't want to touch too much. Okay, so let's kind of wait for the replacement, and then we'll do all at once. We'll take this one, put the other one back in, and then we'll put the leather back on top. Does this comes? It doesn't come up to the front, so which is actually good. I don't need to lift all these here. Only gonna need to lift it up to here where the sensor is. Okay, so here it is. So I pulled the plug away from the module, and this is my sensor. This is my sensor. Goes through there. There it is. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below for the BMW video that I've done, actually bypassing these here. Just curiosity. I do not advise you to do that. I advise you to just replace this. It's always the best option. It's gonna be difficult to see where the sensor is failing. Very difficult. I would have to start to measure this stuff, but yeah, we have a new one on the way. The other video kind of shows you. I'm not sure if the values on this particular mat sensor would be the same as on the BMW. We'd have to figure it out, but it's very similar. The system is actually, the module is pretty much the same, and it won't surprise me if this works exactly by the same values. So most likely it actually does work with the same values as the resistance from these circuits. Anyway, watch this video if you are interested in more info about it. For the time being, just waiting for the new one. As soon as we have the new one, get replaced, put it all back on, and we should have problem solved. Okay, just got a new sensor. I don't have much daylight left, plus the weather is not very promising. So the part numbers, in case you guys are interested. So it's a different part number, so it's been superseded already, and here is our sensor. Okay, so with no, actually it's the same part number, 275. It's the same part number actually. What's the manufacturing date of these? is a old stock, manufacturing number 2006. So it's actually the same as the one that was there. Anyway, it's gonna put it back into the seat and see what happens. Okay, and it's getting extremely dark, as you can probably see. It's getting dark. I'm not gonna. The seat is all back together. I'm gonna put the seat back on today because I don't have where to store it. Well, I could put it on the back of the Range Rover, but I might just put it back on the car. But I'll finish the video off tomorrow. So off camera now, I'm gonna put the seat back on, etc., etc. And that's about it, really. Okay, and here we are the following day. By the time I finished to put the seat back on yesterday, it was pitch black. So yeah, right, the day today is not very good. I was planning to finish the Range Rover. Looks like it's not gonna be today. The weather is not helping. But yeah, let's gonna finish this off. So the first thing I've done, loaded already onto the mini program, ready to go. The first thing I've done just to test was I've enabled the heated seat, and I do confirm it is warm. Oh yeah, indeed it is. Yeah, so just to make sure the heated seat is working, which it is. I know you can't feel it, but believe me, it is warm. Oh yes, it is. So now what we're gonna do, because everything is plugged in already, we are going to clear the codes. For that, I'm actually going to turn the engine off, ignition on. Okay, so we go quick and actually control, and we go straight to body, straight to airbag. We're gonna have more codes set now because I had the engine running with the seat completely disconnected, so we should have codes for all the, there we go, but they are all absent, as you can see, which is good. So let's gonna go back, erase these codes. Okay, my airbag light should go off. There we go, it's gone. Let's just confirm by reading codes again. No fault stored. Come out of the ECU. Now let's cycle this ignition. Actually, I'm gonna start the engine. There we go, no faults. Sweet. So now let's gonna test this sensor. So what I'm gonna do is, let me see what I'm gonna do. Hold on. So I'm going to actually buckle the driver's seat belt, but behind my back, so I can then go into the passenger side. So when I buckle the seat belt, the light for the seat belts should go off because there's no one on that seat. There we go. And now when I seat, let me jump across somehow because the, oh dear, let me jump across. So when I seat here, it should ask me to put my seatbelt on, I think. There we go, straight away. So if I put my seatbelt now, it should turn the light off. There we go. If I take it off, it should come on. If I lift my butt from the seat, the light should go off. There we go. So let me move back to the driver's side. Oh dear, I'm getting too old for this gymnastics. Right, so I think there's a fix. For you guys that are gonna see that flashing, I don't know why it's flashing, but I believe it's something to do with the fact that it doesn't show the temperature. So I believe it's something to do with that, maybe, I don't know. I'm not bothered with that. Okay, unless you guys are. I was not asked to look at that, so I'm not gonna touch it, but just so we see what the problem is. Okay, so automatic heating, control unit fault, no message, selected lever position, power window regulator on driver's door. on driver's door, no message. Selector, no message. Selector, lever, position, power, window. Guys, I don't have a clue. Unless I investigate this, I don't know. But again, I was not asked to look at this. I was only asked to look at the airbag. Well, there is another issue with this car, but I don't know yet if it's going to make into a video, so no point to mention it. As for this airbag light, here we have the fix in the end, just a bad occupancy sensor mat, and we got it fixed. So hope there's some information on this video you can find useful. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do have any questions, any comments, please put them below. And like always, thanks for watching.